Good afternoon, everyone. Today's session will start with Floyd's algorithm. Floyd's algorithm, it is an same what I have explained you about the Warshall algorithm. So we can say that in the Warshall algorithm, we got the path matrix or an transitive closure, and using a Floyd's algorithm, you will get an all pair shortest path problem. So in Dijkstra's algorithm, what we have done? So given source vertex, suppose this is a source vertex. So we got the shortest path from the source vertex to an all other vertices. Dijkstra's what we have done, from the given source vertex to all other remaining vertices, we got what is the shortest path. That is what we have done in the Dijkstra's algorithm. But in the Floyd's algorithm, what we are doing, we are not finding from the source to the all other vertices. What we are finding in the Floyd's algorithm is between and every pair of the vertices, what is the shortest path. That is between 1 to 2, what is the shortest path, 1 to 3, what is the shortest path, 3 to 2, what is the shortest path. Between every pair of a vertices, we are finding what is the shortest path. So that is the difference between a Dijkstra's and the Floyd's algorithm. Dijkstra source will be given to all other vertices, you are finding what is the shortest path. In the Floyd's, you will be finding what is the shortest path between an every pair of vertices. That's why this is also called as an all pair shortest path problem. It is also called as an all pair shortest path problem. All pair shortest path problem, or it is Floyd's algorithm. So in case of the Warshall algorithm, already I have explained in the last session, what is we are going to get when we will use an Warshall algorithm, the path matrix or a transitive closure matrix. Suppose if this is the graph what I am having, then 1 to 1 there is a path like this. So that's why it is 1. 1 to 2 there is a path like this. 1 to 3 there is a path, and 2 to 1 there is a path. 2 to 3 there is a path. 2 to 2 is also there is a path. Like that we got the path matrix or the transitive closure matrix. So consider this particular graph. What is the input for a Warshall algorithm? It is adjacency matrix. It is an adjacency matrix. So what is an input for your Floyd's algorithm? It is a cost adjacency matrix. Got the difference? Adjacency matrix is a matrix where the entries will be either 0 or 1. If there is an edge between any two. Cost adjacency matrix is a matrix where so you will be having the weights that are represented in the adjacency matrix. Instead of 0 or 1, you will have the entry as an edge weights. So that is cost adjacency matrix, and this is an algorithm for an Floyd's. Okay, so only the difference between a Warshall and the Floyd is that there you are finding the path matrix, here you are finding the all pair shortest path. There also path matrix, here also path matrix, but there you are just finding the path matrix. Here all pair shortest path matrix you are finding. Okay, and it is almost similar to your Warshall. Warshall, what we have done, we have considered the 3 for loops, and we have we checked that if there is an edge between I to k and edge between and k to j, then I'll say that there is an edge between I and j. I'll make this as 1. If this is equal to 1 and this is equal to 1, I'll make this as an 1. If d of ij is equal to 0. If the d of the ij is equal to 0, then I'll check that through some other vertex is there is a path. If yes means I'll make the d of ij is equal to 1. That is what we have done in the Warshall algorithm. And what we are doing here in the Floyd's algorithm is I am checking that d of ij is equal to an min of. If the previous distance to the d of ij is minimum, I am taking that, or through some other vertex I to k plus d of k to j. If that is minimum, I am considering that one. That's it. That is the difference. So what we are doing in a Floyd's algorithm, if the previous distance is the smaller one, we are considering that one. Otherwise, through some vertex k, if the distance is minimum, then we are considering that one. It is very simple. Suppose if I am having an path like this, This is 12, this is 2 and this is 5. So direct distance, previous distance from 1 to 2, previous distance from 1 to 2 is 12, and through 3 it is 2 plus 5, that is 7. Whichever is a minimum, I am considering that one. 12 is the minimum or 7 is the minimum, so minimum is 7. So I am taking the distance from an I to j, that is 1 to 2 as an 7. Means I am going to the 2 from the 1 like this. 1 to 3 and 3 to 2. So we are not considering the direct distance. We are going through 3. So that is a Floyd's algorithm. And this is an algorithm. So it is very much similar to your Warshall. Only the change is in this statement. The rest all are the same. Okay. Rest all statements are same. Only the change is in this particular statement. Here just whatever I wrote here I am writing here. So for a k is equal to I is equal to j is equal to d of ij will be a minimum of. If the previous distance is a minimum you take, or through some other vertex if the distance is the minimum you take that one. So this is about your Floyd's algorithm. And one more thing, Floyd's is there in your lab program, not the Warshall. Warshall is not there for your lab program, but Floyd's is your one of the lab program. It is every statements are same like Warshall except this particular statement. There what we are checking, if the d of ij is 0 and d of ik is equal to 1 and d of kj is equal to 1, then we are taking d of ij is equal to 1. That is in Warshall. This is in the Floyd's algorithm. So now we will consider this particular example and we will find out the all pair shortest path using this particular algorithm. So it is also, tracing is also very much similar to your Warshall only. But here you are finding the shortest path. There you are checking whether edge is there or not. So it is how I will write for this. It is A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Initially diagonal elements will be on 0. And A to B it is 999 or infinity you write. Okay, in lab program while executing you will take it as a 999. And A to C 3. A to D no. And B to A 2, B to B 0, B to C no, B to D no, and from C you are having to the B the distance is 7 and to the D you are having the distance is 1, this is 0, this is infinity, and from the D you are having to the A distance is this much, this is 0, infinity, infinity. Okay. Now same thing, consider the first row and the first column, then you write through A. This is through A, through A. I am checking through A. So it is A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Through A I am doing. So wherever the values are there in the column, you repeat that one for the B. You repeat it for the B. So what is this column you are having? B to A is equal to 2. B to A is equal to 2 and this one, that is A to C is equal to 3. So therefore the distance from B to C is equal to, the distance from B to C what we need to consider is minimum of, what is the previous distance you are having, B to C, or through A whatever the distance you are having, that is B to A plus distance from A to C, whichever is the minimum. So it is min of, what is the distance from B to C you are having? B to C was infinity. Previous distance was infinity. Previous distance B to C was infinity. If I will go through A, it is 2 plus 3. That is this plus this. So which is the minimum among this? So which is nothing but the 5. So B to C now it is 5. So change that one. Okay, B to C is 5. So what I have done? I have taken this, repeated with this. Okay. Now what I will do? I will take, are you having any more values in the row? No. Now go to the column. One more value is there in the column. Now repeat this with this. What is this one? So it is nothing but an distance of D to A is equal to 6 and distance of A to C is equal to 3. Therefore, the distance from D to C is equal to minimum of previous distance to the D to C and distance through A. D to A plus distance of A to C. So what is this is minimum of what is D of D to C distance, previous distance D to C infinity, and through this if I will go it is 6 plus 3 which is minimum, 9 is minimum. So which one? Distance from D to C has to be an updated. It is how much? It is 9. Any other there to update? No. Therefore this is over. This is through A. Through A, these are the changes what we got. Rest all the elements you write as it is. Rest all the elements you write as it is. So this is what the dynamic programming concept what we will call. So I have taken this small instance. Small instance here is nothing but a vertex A, and I have computed the result, stored it in some table. Now I'll use this table for a next instance of my problem. What is next instance of my problem? That is the vertex B. That is the vertex B. So take the second row and the second column. Repeat the same thing. Now this is what I am finding now. It is through B. Through B. Now I am finding the value through B. Okay. So now how many values are there in the column? Only 7 is there. You 7 repeat this with this and with this. So this means which one? The distance of C to B is equal to 7 and B to C to B is equal to 7. Repeat this with this. So this means what? Distance from B to A is equal to 2. Therefore, I need to consider the distance from C to A is equal to minimum of previous distance to the C to A or through B. That is distance from C to B plus distance from B to A. Okay, whichever is minimum you take that. So it is min of what is the previous distance to the C to A? It was infinity, and through this is 7 plus 2 which is 9. Which is 9. So the distance from C to A is 9. That is like this. 7 plus 2. It is 9. Okay. So it is 9. Now this I have repeated with this. Now take this with this. So it is C to A you update first. C to A is 9. Okay. C to A is 9. So now what I have to do? So I have to repeat this with this. This means 7. This means what? B to C. B to C is how much? 5. Okay. Now the distance from C to C. Distance from C to C now. So it is previous distance is minimum or through B it is minimum. C to B and B to C, which is minimum. So what is previous distance C to C? 0 and 7 plus 5, 12, which is minimum. 0 is minimum. So C to C will be 0 only. Diagonal elements will not change. Okay. Other updation we cannot do through this B. Therefore it is over. It is over. Now write the other things as it is. That is, take this as it is. Only 2 updation we have done. 0, 0. Now use this result for a next sub problem instance. That is through C. Now what I have to do? It takes too much time now. This 3 I need to repeat with 971. 5 I need to repeat with 971. 9 I have to repeat with 971. Got it? So I'll consider this 3. So what is that 3? 3 is A to C is equal to 3, and this I'll repeat with this. Okay, this means what? The distance of C to A is equal to 9. Therefore, distance from A to A. Since it is a diagonal element, directly you can write it as a 0. No need of computing that one. Okay. So, A to A will be an 0. Now, I will consider the 3 with the 7. What is 3? A to C. 7 means which? C to B. C to B. Now, distance from A to B. Distance from A to B is equal to minimum of distance from previous distance A to B or distance through C, that is A to C plus distance from C to B. So what is in previous distance from A to B? A to B was infinity, and A to C, that is 3 plus 9, it is 12. So A to B, it is now updated to 12. This is changed to the 12. Distance of A to B is changed. Now I will repeat this with this. This with this. That is which one? So whichever changes is there, I will make that. So D of A to B is 12 now. Okay. Now I will repeat this with this. This means 3. This means what? C to D is equal to how much? 1. Therefore, distance from A to D is equal to previous distance from A to D or A to C and C to D. So, A to D is how much? A to D was infinity, and this is 3 plus 1 is 4. So, which is the minimum? 4 is the minimum. So, I have changed the distance from A to D as equal to 4. Okay, this I have done with this. Now, what I will do, I will consider this 5. 5 has to be repeated with this. What is this 5? B to C. B to C is equal to 5. I will repeat this 5 with this 9. 9 means C to A is equal to how much? 9. Okay. So, now distance from B to A. So, distance from B to A is previous distance to the B to A. Previous distance to the B to A, or through C if it is minimum, you write that. That is, this is B to C is minimum, C to A. So, how much it is? 5 plus 9, that is 14. What is the previous distance to the B to A? B to A is 2. Previous distance to the B to A is 2. Don't go back to your original matrix. Which one? Intermediate result, intermediate matrix you need to consider. So, what is the distance from previous distance to the B to A? It is 2. Which is minimum? So, 2 is minimum. So, it is 2. So, there is no change from A to B. No change from A to B. So, I am not writing it here. Now, repeat this 5 with the 7. 5, 7. 7 means what? C to B. C to B is equal to 7. Therefore, B to B. Anyhow, B to B will be an diagonal element. It will be 0. No need of writing it. Leave it. Now, I will repeat this 5 with this 1. 5 is this one. 1 means what? C to D. C to D is equal to 1. Therefore, distance from B to D is equal to minimum of previous distance to the B to D or through C. B to C and C to D. Whichever is minimum. So, what is the previous distance to the B to D? B to the D is infinity, and this is 5 plus 1, 6. So, minimum is this one. So, which one is changed? Distance from A to, no, which is changed? B to D. Not this. It is B to D. B to D is equal to 6. B to D is equal to 6. So, what I have done, I have repeated the 5 with 9, 7, 1. Next thing what I need to do, again repeat this 9 with the 9, 7, 1. So, what is that 9 represent here? What is that 9 represent? D to C. D to C is equal to 9, and distance from, repeat this with this 9. Distance from C to A is equal to 9. Okay. So, D to C is equal to 9 and C to A is equal to 9. Okay, fine. So, distance from D to A. Distance from D to A is equal to previous distance from D to A is minimum, or through C is minimum. D to C, C to A. What is previous distance to the D to A? D to A was 6. This is through this, if I'll go, it is 18. So, which is minimum? 6 is only minimum. So, distance from D to A will not change. Okay, it will remain as it is. So, that's why I am not writing it here. So, 9 over 9, 7. 9, 7 means what? C to B. So, D to B. Previous distance to the D to B and through C. C to B. So, it is, what is C to B? C to B is 7. What is previous distance to the D to B? Infinity. So, which is minimum? 16 is the minimum. So, distance from D to B. So, distance from D to B is equal to 16. Now, repeat this 9 with this 1. So, 1. CD is equal to 1. So, it is anyhow D to D. Diagonal element, it will be an 0. Therefore, after this step, what you are getting here is the values. These are changed. A to B is 12. Then A to D is 4. B to D is equal to 6. D to B is equal to 16. Rest all elements you write as it is. This one as it is. Again repeat the same thing for 4th row, 4th this. Means repeat the 4 with these 3, repeat the 6 with these 3, repeat the 1 with this 3 and write down whatever the all pair shortest path matrix what you are getting. So this is how your Floyd's algorithm will work. This continuity it is there in my notes, you go through, and few more examples are there. Go through and come to your lab program for the Floyd's. I will explain you later. So this is the algorithm and the tracing for. That's what I told you, when you will be doing and dynamic programming problems, you make sure that how much time each of those problems are taking. How much time the Warshall takes, how much time Floyd's take, how much time Knapsack problem takes for you. Okay. So then you decide in the exam which one has to attend it, because it takes too much of the time. Okay. Thank you.